Today's Talk About It Tuesday question is, I saw a video that said you can pay your children a salary that can be used to purchase their necessities and write it off on your taxes. Is this true? If so, how can I set that up? Okay, well, let's discuss whether it's true or false. It is partially true. So IRS publications 15 and 929 discuss hiring family members. And the true part is you can hire family members, children in particular, under certain circumstances. And the number one circumstance is you must own a legitimate business. You cannot do it if you are a W-2 wage earner. You must have a legitimate business, meaning a sole proprietorship, an LLC, and with a little finesse, a corporation. So if you have a legitimate business, yes, you can hire a minor child. The second thing that's important is they must be doing actual work that is age appropriate, which means you can't say that a CFO of your company and offer them a six-figure income because that's not realistic. So, depending on their age, it could be cleaning or filing or even social media assistants if they're, old enough. Whatever the work, modeling, right? They could be modeling for advertisements, whatever. But the work must be age appropriate. You can't say they're the vice president of your company and they're 12 years old. That's just not legitimate. So you're going to get in trouble. You must be paying them wages commensurate with their age and skill set. And they say reasonable wages, meaning it has to be comparable to other kids with the same skill set doing the same type of work. So it can't be outsized. You can't say that they clean up the office and you're giving them a six-figure income. You just can't do that. It's not reasonable. It's not a reasonable salary. You must actually track their hours. So they must have a schedule. You must be tracking the number of hours that they work and record that. So you have to record their salary too, their payments. So you have to pay by check or through payroll or some way that it is logged, that they worked a certain amount of hours and this is what they got paid. You might have to issue a W-2. In most cases, they will not have to pay. My cat is crazy. In most cases, they will not have to pay taxes if it's under a certain amount. And I believe the federal is like 13,800 and something, 13,850. But in most cases, on a federal level, they won't have to pay. State laws vary, so you have to check state laws with your accountant. You should always be checking this with your accountant. Now, the part about it being a write-off, that's funny. People misunderstand this. As a business, it reduces your taxable income. So what does that mean? So let's say you made, this easy number, $100,000 in the business and you paid out $20,000 in wages, and that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, whatever. And you paid out $20,000 in wages. That $20,000 reduces your taxable income by that amount, which means your taxable income is $80,000 if you had no other deductions, right? So you don't get a return. You don't get money back for it. It reduces your taxable income. Wages, any wages, your wages to others, whatever, reduces your taxable income. Can you use it to pay for the child's expenses? Absolutely. You should open a custodial bank account because a minor can't have a bank account on their own. So you have a custodial bank account in which you are, the signator. And yes, a lot of people use it to cover school supplies, clothes, gifts for holidays. You can use it. The good thing is you can start them investing early. You can put it in an investment. But yes, you absolutely can use it. So that's a way that things become tax deductible, so to speak. Meaning because that income is not taxable, you get to use that money to cover expenses it has a lot of value, right? As opposed to using after-tax money to buy their stuff. So is it true? Yes. Under certain conditions, absolutely. Can you use it for whatever purposes, to pay for whatever you want to with their for their needs? Absolutely. But before you do anything, make sure you're doing it right. Check with your accountant or your tax preparer, and absolutely, it's a great idea. So please like, share, subscribe, keep your questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Here's my other cat coming.